Hello.
Hi.
We are coming to you live from Northwest Iowa. I'm Lisa Foster, and this is my son, Jack, and he's a big part of my testimony. So I had him come on here just so I could show you guys. We're real. We do this from home. We have our interruptions. We're in the middle of our school day. He's over there with his pink drink, and we are rolling. But our goal is to add value to other people's lives. And I hope that this in some small way will add value to your life. I'm just going to throw out there what my goal is each week with this Road to Emerald thing, okay? Last spring, I was involved with Brenda's Hawaii Momentum group. It was the same type of thing, but it was last year's. And I picked up early on that I really needed to conquer more than just the IPA. Now, they give us the IPA sheets, and these have a list of things we need to do each day. And it's basic stuff that's super important. And honestly, I totally agree with them. If you do your IPA sheet, and I just write mine out on paper like this so that I can fill in the gaps all through the day each day. If I do that IPA sheet every day and don't do anything extra, it's still going to move my business forward, because this is what's happening. As I do that, it's just creating some forward momentum. Okay. And what I find, and Brooke Hemingway, Brenda, a lot of other people, Diamonds, who have said this before, that if I'm stuck and if there are days when I get up brain dead and I think, I don't even know what to do, action is all you need. Some kind of action, some kind. So brainstorm maybe with your upline, brainstorm with a sideline. I have some...
Hey, Kathy.
He's my guy that watches who's on. Okay, so he's saying hi to whoever jumps on here. So I brainstorm with people who are sidelines, and I ask, what are you guys doing today? I just need something to go on. And it may just be, hey, look over your reports and check on people who don't have their subscription on right now. And sometimes I find for me on those days, if I'm focusing on one thing, maybe it's inviting to an upcoming event. That's all I'm doing, So I'm invite. I'm kind of in the mode where once I get rolling, I keep thinking of more and more people to invite, and I kind of can't stop. If I find a favorite video out there, like today, I was tagging all kinds of people in that Plexus Biz that Jessica Hugendorn put out there, because they need to see it. It all breeds belief. It adds all kinds of information. So look over your pod point sheet. Okay, that's that green sheet they gave us at the very beginning. And in the pod point sheet, only one of the points is completing your IPA, although on your IPA, there are things that could contribute to some of these others. So completing your IPA is huge, and it's important. And I find, I don't know about you, but in a half an hour to an hour a day, I can get that knocked out. So for another little portion of time, what I want to do is look over that pod sheet and find out, where can I plug in today that's going to help that pod sheet be a lot bigger by the end of the week? So for me, a real simple one is to go back over my reports again and ask myself, who haven't I reached out to in a while who has no subscription set up? That's a really basic one. And I've been finding that there probably are at least 2 people a week that turn their subscriptions back on, because, well, that tells you how many I have that have turned them off. But hey, we're getting them going again, right? And that helps with my points. The other thing is, at the beginning of the week, be really proactive, maybe even on Saturday and Sunday, and start setting up a Zoom or 2 Zooms with people below you, or even sideliners. They don't have to just be people below you, okay? So part of your team. And it can be a sideliner, and just call and say, hey, would you guys like to get together? And you can share on my Zoom, or I'll share on yours, whatever, and let's invite. Maybe it's a team building, a training type of a Zoom, or maybe it's for people who don't know anything about Plexus. And I can give you details on what I do. I mean, I'm no expert, but it's stuff that's worked for me as far as helping people in the door. And now my new people that come in, I encourage them, okay, what day this week? And I don't usually say, would you be willing or anything. I just say, what day this week works for you? What time works? And I'll throw out a few options, and they'll latch on to one. So if you can do 2 Zooms a week like that, that really adds up the points quickly as well. Do the obvious, like watch the weekly video. I do it while, guys, you can do it while you're folding your laundry, doing your dishes, making your supper. That's, do that kind of stuff, because then you're killing two birds with one stone, right? I know it's a little harder when you have little kids around because maybe they're distracting a little bit, but do what you have to do, okay? Maybe do it while you're on the toilet. I don't know, then you're in your quiet space. Complete the perfect 10. And that's the IPA thing. Make sure you get it done. Look over your reports. I already talked about the 100, the people that don't have. So what do I say to the people that don't have their subscriptions set up? I start talking to them about how impressive our rewards points are and how those were not there when I first started, and how I love getting freebies, and they'll love it too. And I don't say, so if you want to set it up, I say, so when you set it up, this is what you need to do. I just assume they're going to do it, and that my voice and my the words that I'm using are telling them I believe they're going to set it back up again. It's not if you are, or what you could even say, what would it look like to get a free product every other month? I have a person that just started a month ago, and she was thrilled because she already earned a free canister of collagen. She was just like whooping and howling because she really wanted to try that, but it was more than she wanted to pay. So she's all excited, and she just went silver, which is another way to help your points go up, is to help one of your team members rank up. So think about, who's on my team? Have they gone silver yet? If they have they gone super silver yet? What would it take to help them reach that next goal? What do I need to do? Could I do a Zoom for them? Could I suggest getting 3 to 5 people on the Zoom? What if they made a post? Maybe they've never made a post before. I walked a newbie, she's in her 70s, through what it would be like to make a post. And she said, do it while you have me on here, because I have no idea how to even make a post. I've never done it before. And while I had her on the phone, she jumped on and made a post. And by that evening, she had probably at least a half a dozen people she could reach out to because they saw her post. And they're really basic, simple posts. I don't even most of the time mention the word plexus. We talk about, I can't believe how much more energy I have just since I started these natural products last week. You guys, and that's all. You kind of leave people hanging off a cliff, and they're like, wait, don't stop yet. What is it you're talking about? And they want to know. How about jumping on the Power Half Hour? You guys, there are 5 of them offered this whole week long. If you jump on one of those, you have your points for the Power Half Hour for the week. Try to do them all, because I found if I can get on the Power Half Hour, I can knock out most, if not all, of my IPA for the day, and then I can move on to other things that I thought, God, help me to think of other things while I'm doing my IPA, while I'm talking to other people. Help me to think of, what are my priorities today? Where should I be reaching out to people? Would you have somebody reach out to me that needs help? And God answers those prayers. Let me tell you, prayer has changed my heart. Prayer has changed my motives. Prayer has changed my business, because I realize it's not my business. This never was my business. This is something God brought into my life because I needed a change. Our family needed a change, and other people around me needed a change. And I've learned more about myself through network marketing, and I heard other people say that, but now I see that there are things in my life that I could bury when I wasn't consistently having to bring it to the surface, but because of network marketing, it forces it to the surface, and I'm having to deal with character issues, personality issues that I could hide before that I can't hide now. And I look at that as a good thing. God is working in my heart and life to change me into more of who He wants me to be, and it's a daily process. Look at people that would be preferred customers. Maybe you've had people on the fence. As an ambassador, as a preferred customer, you've been had people on the fence for a long time. And you think, how do I get them off the fence? You guys, have a flash sale. You can have a flash sale any day of the week. And that's your own personal, you can do whatever you want. Brooke Hemingway teaches that a lot in the course that I'm taking with her. You can do whatever you want to. You can say to them, you feel like this is somebody, I've sent them a testimony, I've had them at an event, we've talked through the Plexus products, I really think they're interested. I had one gal that hung on like that for 2 years. And finally, I just said to her, look, I will refund your shipping if you go ahead and buy today. Guess what she did? She bought today. And now she's been on the products for over a year, and she's loving them, but it took her 2 years to get off the fence. Okay. So sometimes everybody loves to save a buck. Last week I was saying, look, if you guys will shop by such and such a time, and you'll buy, if I needed it to be 100 PV, I would say, if you'll buy at least 100 PV, if I needed a new customer, I'd say at least 75 PV, and I'll refund $5. That's my own personal sale. That's not and I tell them up front, this is my own personal deal. You can do what you want. It's your business, right? So have fun with it, but help get these people off the fence. Sometimes they just need to know there's a 60-day money-back guarantee. They have nothing to lose, right? So brainstorm, what is it that your people under you might like to have available to them as far as training goes, or encouragement or boosting? What would you like to have had when you first started? Because I think back to when I started, this is what really would have helped me get off the ground even quicker, even better, moving up to that first. And I'll tell you what, I love that now we have super silver. Back when I started, it went from silver to gold. And gold was pretty daunting to me. To have to go from 3 people up to 20 people was like climbing a huge mountain to me. And that super silver in between takes that right out of it, because they can get up to 10 with just a couple people under them who have a couple people under them. It works pretty quickly. So communicate clearly, use your group chats, use your posts, share videos, but communicate clearly with your people. And I find that they respond. Open and honestly communicate to them. Don't be salesy, but just be yourself. Be who God made you to be. He gave you gifts and talents, different ones from what he gave me. So if you forget trying to be like me, forget trying to be like the people around you that you see, oh, they just ranked up to Ruby. I want to be just like Michelle. She just ranked up to Ruby. But you know what? God made Michelle who she is, and I love her to pieces. But that's not who you are. So you be yourself, and God will use your talents to connect you to the people that are in your little, not organization, but what am I trying to say? Social circles. And then you'll find that as you're concentrating on loving them, serving them, you're going to automatically grow, and you're going to help them grow too. Okay? This is his business. So be real, be vulnerable, trust him to bring you the results that you need. I'm committed to, like I said, loving people, serving them, and then growing. I'm going to help them grow. I'm going to keep growing myself with personal growth. That's all I got for you. I hope that this added value in some way. I hope that you guys have more points than me this week. I hope that you guys are at the top. I'm not saying I'm at the top. I'm not. I'm just saying let's work with each other and boost each other. If you would like to get on a Zoom to have something to share, holler at me, because I'll put a Zoom together. If you want to put a Zoom together and you want somebody on it to share, I'm willing to be on it, and I think I know of some others that would be too. Okay? So let's get together and boost each other. All right? Love you guys. Have a wonderful Monday.
Bye.